What's up guys, this is Dark Magician here and welcome to another KOF video. Okay, first of all, before we start, I would like to send a special greeting to my clubmate and my special friend Miki Otono. Just wanted to send you the big cup of coffee you always wanted because you're not gonna see it for a while now. And another greeting to my new friend Jose, being the one who requested for that video. Okay, so today's video will be about 8 skill books, okay, something we still don't have in global, but I thought it's not a bad idea to have an insight on it, okay. So what are 8 skill books and for what we use them? Okay, so first, I'm sure in fishery you have encountered something called the page frags. Okay, as you can see here, you have the normal page frags and the senior page frags. So the normal page frags basically are used to exchange for the lowest tier books, okay, skill books. Okay, and the senior page frags will be used to exchange for the senior books, the higher tier books. Okay, now where can we find them? It's here in the 8 center. Of course, we should get it at some day in global. So what does the 8 center have? First of all, we have the laboratory that can make 8 potions, okay, something we really need in global because we're missing a lot of them. So we can craft using, of course, special resources. We can craft different types of 8 potions, okay, the small type, the medium type, and the large type. Okay, and something called the resource center, in which we can exchange for 8 souls. Okay, we have right now we have Kenzo, Yuri, Leona, Rio, and Kyo, and okay, to exchange also for the skill books, okay, that we're going to talk about today. Okay, we have a tab also, the recycling center, which is used in order to decompose the skill books that we don't need anymore. Okay, nothing much to say here. Okay, so what are the skill books? Okay, let's go to the tab specific for skill book. Okay, so you can see that we have a lot of skill books. Okay, basically they are books which are used for strikers. They are equipped on the strikers. Okay, so you can see that there are specific books for each type of striker. Okay, for example, you can see here this type of book can be used for all strikers. Okay, whereas some books can be used or can be only equipped for DPS strikers only, others can be equipped for tank fighters only, of course, and others for gang fighters only. Okay, now where do we equip them? You can see here when we go to the striker. Okay, let's take Robert for example. Okay, here we have 3 slots. Okay, slot 1, slot 2, and slot 3. So here is the place where we should get the skill books and equip them to the strikers. Of course, we have books specific only for slot 1 and others specific for slot 2 and others for slot 3. Okay, let's get back now to talk about the different books and what do they do. Okay, now here. Okay, so first of all, let's start with the normal books. Okay, the lowest tier books. First of all, we have the strong attack enhanced on attack general skill slot 1. So this one is for slot 1 only. It enhances the attack of the striker. Okay, we can exchange it for 10 normal page frags, the ones we've seen in the fishery. Okay, the Pierce, of course, it can be used for all types of strikers. The Pierce, enhance on Pierce general skill slot 1 as well, can enhance the Pierce rate of the striker. Crit DPS, this is only used for DPS strikers, in which it enhances the striker's crit, okay, also for slot 1. The attack Pierce, which is used for tanks only, increase the damage done to DPS fighters. It's for a tank or a tank striker and slot 1. Coordinated attack, enhance 1 random ally attack DPS fighter skill, so it's used for DPS, and here it's used for slot 2. So we finished the normal books which are used for slot 1. Now we're moving to the slot 2. Okay, so this one enhances random ally attack. Okay, it can be equipped to a DPS striker. Protection, enhance 1 random front ally defense. It's equipped for a tank fighter at slot 2. So it enhances the front ally defense. Okay, damage reduction, enhance 1 random rare ally resistance rate. It's used for a gang striker and at slot 2. weakness attack, enhance 1 random ally strike ability. It's used for DPS skill slot 2. Now here strike ability isn't very clear, but I think it means pierce or crit power, something like that. Okay, maybe pierce if I'm not wrong. Okay, lastly we have the alert, enhance 1 random front ally anti-crit. For a tank fighter, it's equipped for tanks and at slot 2. And the last one, the support battle, enhance 1 random rare ally damage gank fighter. It's equipped for gank fighter at slot 2. Okay, so you can see we have a few books which are used, the normal skill books. Now basically if you need to start with something, it's fine to get those books, but I don't recommend to work on them and upgrade them, because later we're gonna switch to the senior books because they give better effects. Okay, but you can consider any of those. Okay, if you want to enhance the striker himself, the attack for example, you need some of those books which basically does buffs to the striker himself, like this for example, increases on attack, and some of them increase or makes buff to the allies. For example, this one enhances random ally attack. So you have a lot of options that you can choose, and of course depending on whether your striker is DPS, gank or tank, you should get the appropriate book for him. Okay, now we're gonna move to the senior books. Okay, we have a lot of senior books. We're gonna talk about them each one alone. So first, the senior strong attack, enhance on attack general skill, which means it's used for all strikers slot 1. So basically you can see that it's the same. We've seen it a minute ago. Enhances on attack, but of course because it's a senior strong attack, so it means it gives a higher buff, a higher attack. Now senior pierce also increases on pierce, used for all at slot 1. Senior crit for DPS, enhance on crit for a DPS fighter and at slot 1. Senior attack pierce, increase the damage done to DPS fighters. It's a tank fighter skill used at slot 1. Senior control, it's a gank fighter skill used at slot 1. For example, here if your striker is a gank like Chizuru or Kula, you can use this one because it enhances the control rate, and basically you might want to run Chizuru for the control because she has a chance to silence. So you can use this one for example. Senior coordinated attack, enhance 2 random ally attack DPS fighter skill at slot 2. So here you can see that it enhances 2 random allies, not only one as we've seen in the normal book. Okay, so that's why I always say it's better to work on the senior ones and not the normal ones. Okay, so let's continue with the senior protection, enhance 2 random front ally defense. It's used for a tank at slot 2. Senior damage reduction, enhance 2 random rare ally resistance rate, gank fighter skill at slot 2. Senior weakness attack, enhance 2 random ally strike ability, DPS fighter skill at slot 2. Senior alert, enhance 2 random front ally anti-crit, used for tank strikers at slot 2. Senior support battle, enhance 2 random rare ally damage, gank skill, gank fighter skill at slot 2. Senior fatal blow, increases or enhance the own fatal blow ability, DPS striker skill or fighter skill at slot 3. So here we started with the slot 3 books. Okay. Senior tenacity, enhance 2 random rare allies ultimate resistance, used for a tank striker at slot 3. Senior tank pierce, increase damage to tank fighters, gank fighter skill at slot 3. Senior skill pierce, increase damage done to gank fighters, DPS fighter skill at slot 3. Senior control tank, enhances the own control of a tank fighter or of a tank. It's used at slot 3. Senior slash for a gank, enhances own slash ability, gank fighter skill at slot 3. Slash ability might mean either lethal or the mature effect, or cleave or the vice effect. Okay, one of them we're not very sure because the description is just not accurate. Okay. Okay, we have the fatal blow ability. Also, the fatal either means lethal or cleave. Okay, we're not sure about it. Okay guys, so those were all the books available in the aid center. So which books should you equip to your striker? Of course, again, it depends. You need to think of a book for slot 1, slot 2 and slot 3. and depending on the type of the striker you're using. Okay, basically slot 1 most of the times is used to enhance the own striker's buffs, while slot 2 is used to enhance the allies buff. For example, this one, 2 random ally strike ability. Basically you're gonna need to equip, it's better to equip all slots. Now, how to work on them? Let's go for example to my own strikers. Again, taking Robert as an example. Okay, for example, I've given Robert Senior strong attack. It enhances his own attack. Basically because the first slot, as I've said before, it enhances the own striker's ability. Okay, so here increase attack by 8%. Now, if we wanted to upgrade it, here we're gonna need the senior page frags, okay, which we can exchange in the fishery. Okay, but basically better not start with them until you're almost sure that you're gonna keep on working on this book, or if you already equipped all the other slots for the other strikers, then you can start considering upgrading them, because basically honestly it's not really worth upgrading. For example, let's see here the senior coordinated attack. It enhances 2 random ally attack for a DPS. It started at 8%, okay, and I've made 2 upgrades for it, and it only increases like 2%. So basically, yeah, better not start working on them until later. Okay, now I need to mention something, which is there are also a higher tier books, which are the rare ones, and special books for boss strikers. Okay, those ones aren't available or aren't farmable in the town or anywhere else. Basically those ones appear in a striker event. You need to pay diamonds in order to get them. Okay, so maybe those who are willing to spend more diamonds, you can consider those ones. They simply give more buffs. Okay, the numbers are just higher, and the skill books for boss strikers, they give a specific buff to the striker himself, the boss himself. Okay, sadly I don't have any of those, so I can't really give any information about what do they do, but basically they can appear in the boss striker events. Okay, so that's pretty much everything about the skill books. It depends on you. Basically I can't really give advices on what types of books you should use. If you want to enhance the own attack, the own control maybe of the striker himself, you can use the specific books for that. And if you want to enhance the allies attack, crit, resistance, ultimate resistance, as you've seen, basically you can use a lot of different books for that. Of course, taking into consideration the type of strikers, you need to be sure that it fits his type. Okay, now I've talked about the skill books. Maybe later I will do a video about the mysterious mine. Okay, because basically it's still not available in global, but if you want I can do a small video. It needed an independent video for it because it's kind of long, but I'll be glad to do it maybe later. Okay, so that was everything about the 8 books. If you have any question, just put it in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.